This is an Introduction to Philosophy, continuing our topic of epistemology, taking a look at a type of skepticism called Pyrrhonism. The founder of Peroniism was Pyrrho of Elis, and most consider him the father of skepticism. He lived in ancient Greece. Pyrrho did not write much, so what we know of Pyrrhonism does not come from his writings, but from the writings of Sextus Empiricus, mainly his outlines of Pyrrhonism. Followers of Pyrrho, unlike academic skeptics of his time, made no assertion on the possibility of knowledge. When asked the question, is knowledge possible, they would merely reply, I don't know. This is unlike the academic skeptics. When asked, is knowledge possible, the academic skeptics would say, knowledge is impossible. They made dogmatic claims, whereas followers of Pyrrho made no dogmatic claims and suspended judgment. Pyrrhonian skeptics suspend judgment on the truth value of all claims. And the goal of this is tranquility, which can be achieved when one has suspended judgment on all knowledge claims. In Sextus Empiricus's outlines of Pyrrhonism, there are 5 reasons, or the 5 modes, for suspending judgment. This is from the Outlines of Pyrrhonism, Book 1, Chapter 15. The first one is discord. One can become perturbed by interminable unrest and disagreement on a topic where both sides of the argument seem equally compelling or equally unconvincing, but both cannot be true. The second reason, infinite regress. An argument requires justification, and the justification needs justification, and so on ad infinitum. Third reason, relativity. The world can be experienced differently. Everyone has different appearances, and on some things no one appears to be able to agree. Fourth reason, hypothesis. Assumptions are abundant. Arguments assume things to be the case without justification in their premises. Reason 5, circular reasoning. The conclusion of the argument is supported by the premises, and the premises rely on the truth of the conclusion. Some examples. Example of discord. You can pick really any highly controversial and perennial debate. For example, the arguments for and against the existence of God appear to be equally compelling or equally as unconvincing for each side has been in a so-called arms race of arguments for centuries, with no clear consensus. Infinite regress. An example of this could be, I cannot fully explain how the brain works until I explain biology, and I cannot fully explain biology until I fully explain chemistry, and I cannot fully explain chemistry until I can fully explain physics, and I cannot fully explain physics because I cannot fully explain quantum physics. Relativity. Jazz music might be enjoyed by one person, but for another it might be revolting. Hypothesis. Many of our beliefs assume the existence of other people, but we cannot know that for sure. It's the problem of hard solipsism. Circular reasoning. I believe aliens are real because the internet said they were real. Circular reasoning is a form of begging the question. And that is all that I have on this topic. If you want to know more about Peroniism, you should read Outlines of Pyrrhonism. It gives a very in-depth look into what Perronism is all about. The next video will be about Descartes and how he deals with the problem of radical skepticism, his response to that in his meditations. So if you found this video useful, please leave a comment, like the video, and please subscribe.